Hey, it's Maximo and welcome to Maximo's Travels. Well, today folks, it's Christmas Day and we're in Hobart, Tasmania. We decide to go to the Royal Botanical Gardens in Hobart. Along the way, we pass the Soldiers Memorial Avenue. We wander around the extensive Royal Botanical Gardens. We go to the lily pond. I chase a family of ducks. Go to the Conservatory and check out all the different plants. I check out the Japanese garden. After we finish at the gardens, we head to ANZAC Parade and the Hobart Cenotaph. We check out the Gothic-inspired St. David's Cathedral. After a well-earned rest at the hotel, we have dinner at Mr. Good Guy, which is conveniently located in the hotel. So join me for a Christmas Day in Hobart. It was Christmas morning in Hobart. We had a leisurely breakfast at the hotel and then pondered what to do for the day. There weren't many things open on Christmas Day in Hobart. We decided to have a walk down to the Royal Botanic Gardens. This is around a 3-kilometre walk and it took us around about 45-50 minutes to get to. Our first stop was St. David's Park. This is a delightful little park just a stone's throw from the hotel. We continued walking through the CBD to the hill near the aquatic centre. This provides an excellent vantage point to the Derwent River and the Tasman Bridge. And this bridge collapsed in 1975 when it was struck by a container ship. 12 lives were lost. Just past the aquatic centre started the Soldiers Memorial Avenue. This is a long park with huge number of pine trees. Each pine tree represents a soldier lost in World War I and World War II. There's so many trees, quite a sombre avenue really. We continued walking along it until we got to the Botanical Gardens. The Royal Botanical Gardens are on top of the hill at the end of the ANZAC Soldier Memorial and right beside Government House. It's quite an expansive area. It's open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily and slightly longer in the summer months. These gardens cover 14 acres. It's Australia's cool climate garden. Currently I'm walking in the native Tasmanian section and the fernery section. I was quite surprised by the number of people that were actually at this park. There were lots of families having barbecues and picnics, and I guess it was one of the few things open on Christmas Day. It was a glorious day, about 25-26 degrees Celsius, and it was a fantastic place to come. I saw a family of ducks and had a bit of a wander with them. We finished at the Conservatory and then went to the heated walls. These were built in 1829 and served to keep the frosts away from the fruit trees and other delicate plants in the cold Hobart winters. This wall was hand-built by convicts. It was only heated for the first couple of years because they soon realised that the Hobart winters weren't as cold as they thought they would be. Next we came to the Japanese garden, and having recently visited Japan, I've got to say that this is a very authentic looking Japanese garden indeed. We really enjoyed our time at the Botanic Gardens. It was so peaceful and tranquil. We made our way back to the city via ANZAC Parade and the Hobart Cenotaph. This sits on Queen's Domain, which is a small hill that overlooks the city and the Derwent River. The cenotaph was built in 1925 to commemorate the fallen from Hobart in World War I. We continued walking towards the CBD and to Constitution Dock and Franklin Wharf. Being Christmas Day, there really wasn't that much open. The only thing we managed to do was to get an ice cream for lunch and continue on towards the hotel. Franklin Square sits in Macquarie Street. It sits on the site of the old government house, which was demolished in 1858. A square was put up in its place. We continued to walk back towards the hotel along Macquarie Street. I've got to say the architecture of Hobart is really, really nice. It's retained its old world charm, and it's a really nice place to have a stroll, admiring all the old architecture. Our final stop is St. David's Cathedral. St. David's Cathedral was located at the site of Tasmania's first Catholic church. This church was built in 1817 and later demolished because it was unsafe. Construction of the cathedral started in 1892 and it took 68 years to finish construction, with the completion of the bell tower in 1936. The architectural style of this cathedral is a Gothic revival style, which was quite popular in the late 1800s in Australia. According to Joe, we walked over 20,000 steps this day. We were glad to make it back to the hotel for a well-earned rest. Because it was Christmas Day and there wasn't much open, we had the forethought of booking the restaurant at the hotel. Mr. Good Guy is an Asian fusion restaurant with a funky bar and a quite expansive restaurant on the ground floor of the hotel. The restaurant had a really good vibe. I really liked that you could see the kitchen and what the chefs were cooking. That was quite entertaining. Unfortunately, because it was Christmas, I think the restaurant was understaffed and the service was very, very slow. I will do a full review of this hotel and the restaurant in a later video. One thing's for sure, we did sleep very soundly that night. I do hope you've liked this video. If so, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and hit that notify bell so you'll be notified of my future Tasmanian videos. If you'd like to support my channel, please consider buying me a coffee. And until our next video from Tasmania, you take care and bye now.